Bobby, thank you. When the weekend weather is nice, a lot of us look forward to hitting the farmer's market to get some locally grown produce. But there's a good chance that these were not grown here. And because of lax state laws on food labeling at outdoor markets, you might never know. 10 News reporter Phil Buck found out what questions you can ask so you know what you're getting.
Do you still have lamb?
Gail Eggman takes the term farmer's market seriously. She started St. Petersburg Saturday Market 15 years ago, and when it comes to the farmers in her market, she's a stickler.
If we said somebody was there and a farmer, we wanted them to be a farmer.
Okay, cool.
Eggman has kicked vendors out of her market for misrepresenting themselves as farmers. And for the vendors that do claim to be farmers, she actually drives out to inspect their farm herself.
I got grilled. I got grilled. She's going to be very hard, and very strict on what you're doing and how you're growing. She wants to know what you're putting into your plants.
As much as is possible, she keeps the resellers separated from the legitimate farmers. And she also does vet the farmers. She physically gets in her car and drives out before she accepts a new vendor at the market. She goes and sees what they're doing.
That's the voice of Laura Riley, whose investigative report for the Tampa Bay Times exposed a number of problems with food sourcing in Florida. And we can't show you her face because she's the Times restaurant critic, but she agreed to meet me at Pizzeria Gregario in Safety Harbor, a restaurant that serves locally sourced ingredients.
In the state of Florida, in a grocery store, produce has to have a country of origin label on it. Every shelf talker for every piece of produce in the grocery store has its country of origin. You don't have to have that on produce at the farmer's market. So it's perfectly legal for an outdoor market to peel off those Honduras melon stickers and pass them off as whatever.
It's not just a problem at farmers markets. Restaurants are making claims about locally grown foods that are flat out lies.
I wasn't aware of the dark side, the label switching, the misrepresentation. I understood there was greenwashing occurring, but I didn't understand it. I didn't know that it was occurring to that level.
While there are some farmers markets and restaurants who may just be naive, there are others here in our area that are being dishonest to you, the consumer.
So what are we as consumers supposed to do? I mean, we can't rely on the laws or the labels, so we have to rely on our smarts.
You need to know what grows where you are in a particular time of year. It is unreasonable, if you want to eat locally, it's unreasonable to expect a tomato on your hamburger 12 months out of the year. We say we want local, we want to understand the provenance of our food, and on the other hand, we want everything all the time.
So there's your first step. Arm yourself with some basic knowledge about what grows when here in Florida. And from there, start asking questions.
I think that food is a uniquely trust-based part of commerce. There are very few other things that we just believe what someone says to us hook, line, and sinker. But I do think it's good that if all of us are ask harder questions about where our food is coming from.
Okay, so now that I've pretty much ruined your nice farmer's market experience, let me apologize, but let me try to make it up to you. You see, we've got this handy chart. It's available on our website, it's on our Twitter feed, you can put it on your phone, you can print it and put it on your refrigerator at home, take it with you when you go shopping. It shows you all of the crops that are grown here in Florida and the months when they're in season. So you can arm yourself with a little information when you go shopping, maybe ask a couple informed questions. It'll give you a much better chance of actually getting something that was grown by a farmer here in Florida. Phil Buck, 10 News.